Hello guys and gals, BJ the Cajun Gardener here again. Sorry it's been a while, but we'll call this our 8-week update. And we'll take a look at the garden. The reason it's been so long is we had a bunch of weather. And then trawling season opened up, so I was away from home for about a week. Catching some shrimp down in Homer. But as you can see, we got a lot of growth going on here. Our longhorn okra, some are just now sprouting because they like it really hot. Some are looking pretty good. We got some gaps, but they'll fill in. They're still sprouting. And then we got the burgundy. Well, that's the ever tender down here. And then the burgundy is here. I'd say they're about 2 feet tall. Some are blooming. Like that one had a flower this morning. And this one had a flower a couple days ago, and that's a little okra right there. Usually the first one doesn't make it. It'll probably fall off and die because the plant's not big enough to support it. But if it does, what I usually do is, so if that okra dies, which looks like it might turn yellow, I don't know, it might make it. But if it dies, then we cut this leaf off. Okra and leaf, just cut that off. And you can see where I've cut all the leaves before. So if it doesn't have a flower or an okra, then you cut that leaf off, and that'll make the plant grow taller. And it'll prevent it from spending extra energy on leaves it don't need. Now, the corn has corn as well. So that's a corn sprout. Let me come over here so you can see. And this will be your corn right here. It's going to take a while. Once these get really long, and then they'll turn brown, and then they'll be ready to pick. Then you got to battle the crows. So this is the seeds I bought from the store. And some of them are pretty tall, but I have a few corn in those. This one's pretty big. You can see the corn here. This will be the corn, and you can feel corn in there. This one the same way. Comes out between the leaves, and usually a plant will make 1 or 2 ears of corn. If this one would make 2, you would see it coming out right here. But I don't see any, so this one will probably make 1. Some make 2. I don't know if I have any with 2 yet. This one has 2. I'll show you. Okay, so this is the first one that came out, right? And then you see right here, that'll make another corn. So that'd be 2 corns. But a lot of them only have 1. Now the seeds I got from the store already have corn in it. The seeds I got from my crop 10 years ago, this is the first one with the flower, and you can see the corn bud coming right there. So they're a little long, take a little longer. I'm curious to see what the end product looks like, but that's the corn. Another one down here. Now see what else is going on here. Alright, so the turnips, as you can see, pulled them all out. That's turnip flowers, and it's called bolting. When they bolt, they shoot a stem up the middle, and they make a flower, and the flower makes seeds. Once they do that, they will not make a turnip. The reason I found is the two main reasons that they do it is wrong nutrition in the soil. So you have to test your soil and add the right nutrients. Or the biggest reason is the temperature. If it's too hot, they do that. So that's what happened with these. I'm pretty sure is that it got too hot. It was in the 90s for a few days, and then they started flowering. So the mustard is still growing. They will do the same thing. They will start making flowers. But as of right now, they look pretty good. I just picked a whole bunch of them the other day. And all you do with mustard, like this plant here, yeah, we have a few bugs. I'm gonna put lime out again pretty soon. But you would look at the stem and you would take the lowest leaf, which is this one. You can see it because it's the lowest. And you would just cut that off right there. And then you would peel the green part off and throw the stem away and cook the green part. Once it gets 3 big leaves like that, I usually come and cut 1 or cut 2 off. So probably in the next day or 2 I have to come cut leaves and cook some more mustard greens. Carrots, they're looking pretty good here too. I just weeded them out today. I need to come thin them out a little bit because they're getting pretty thick again. Because you don't want them too close because they won't make good carrots. But that's the carrots, so they look pretty good. And all you do, like right here, see how we have these 2 that are very close together? You just take one of them and pull it out. And see, I think these are purple carrots, yeah. So they're already starting to have small carrots on the bottoms, like that. But they won't get really big if they're too close together. So you kind of want to make sure they're thinned out kind of pretty good. I'm going to have to come pull some out here. You can see they're pretty thick down there. Like that one. That takes a while. But that's how you do it. If they're too close together, closer than I'd say an inch. You need an inch or 2 between the plants. At least an inch. Because you think about how big the top of a carrot gets. And that's how much room you need for 2 of those to be close together. You would need an inch between each plant. But that's the carrots. They're doing pretty good. Now, let's come down. These are our peppers. I transplanted peppers and I put some shrimp peelings under them on these. So they're looking pretty good. I just did these like 2 days ago. That's a weird leaf. Siamese twin leaf. This one's doing pretty good. These are all from the cups. And then these are cherry tomatoes. Now yesterday this one was really wilted and fell over. I just gave them a bunch of water. And the sunlight today perked them back up. So just keep them wet. And they'll take. That's another one. Oh, and also I put these poles to them here. It's just trees I chopped. Because as the plant grows, they're going to want to fall over. So then you have to come here with a piece of old shirt or towel, and wrap them. And then you untie them, not too tight, but to hold them up, to tie them to the pole. That'll support the weight. Now these I transplanted a week ago. So you can tell the difference of how big these guys are. Now these first 4 here, so that one, this one, this one, this one, those are black heirlooms. So when you cut them open where the seeds are, they're kind of black or purple. I got those from Lowe's because I didn't think I would have enough to plant, which I didn't, and I still don't, to cover this whole row. So I got 4. Each cup was $2.79. So I scrounged through the whole pack and I found a cup that had 4 plants. So then if you put the whole thing in water and shake them around, and you can separate the roots and plant each plant individually. And each one did very well because they doubled in size in a week. And that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. They were all in the same cup at the store. Now this is the beefsteak that we had planted. The only one that survived. It's looking pretty good. And then these are my 2 grandfather's tomatoes. So that's one there. Here's the other one here. Now since I planted them, we've had a flood here. And the water was this high. And the plant was only this tall at the time. So they were completely underwater. The whole garden was completely underwater. It was a mess. Man, the garage was underwater and everything, the shed. It was crazy. We had to take the goats out the cage and Put them in that shed, and the water was almost to the top step in there. Pirogue, had to tie it down because it was floating away. What a mess. Towns nearby flooded. Cucumbers, we have cucumbers in the vines now. That's going to be a good one right there. And then the biggest one so far is right here. Now it might fill out to the end, or it might stay short like that. We don't know yet. We'll see. Sometimes they do that when they don't get enough water. But they have plenty of flowers. Hundreds of flowers in here. And then I replanted 3 more. That's 1, 2, and 3, because my straight A cucumbers never grew. Only 1 grew and it died. So we have those, and then this big gap before the cantaloupe. So I planted 3 more. And then these are the cantaloupe. Lots of flowers, no cantaloupe yet. They have to get a lot of vines before they'll make fruit, because they have to support a big melon. But the vines are looking really healthy. And they look real good. They'll start vining out. And I try to turn them away from the other row, because I want to be able to walk in there. So they have all this room here to vine all the way out. That'll be a big patch of cantaloupe. And then the green onions. I don't remember exactly how long they've been planted, but they're from Rouse's. And they're doing pretty good as well. Remember when we planted those? Probably like 3 or 4 weeks ago. And they start to do this right here. So see how they split? So then this one, once I dig it up and cut them, I'll show you how to do that in another video when I do it. And we'll cut the leaves off the top. We'll cut the roots short, and we'll separate those that are doubled, and then we'll have more onions to plant. And I just had to scrape all the grass out. Still got the boat hooked up. I'm gonna try catch some shrimp. Filled up my freezer. Took about 4 or 5 days, and then had to replace this. Had to take that tank out because it was leaking, and put this tank in. Change the piping. It was a whole nother job. So we've been pretty busy around here. Anyway, just the only ones we have left in the cups. There's a few peppers. I think I'll put this one in the garden here shortly. I don't think its counterpart is gonna make it. He might. It's kind of small. These are not looking well at all. I don't know. Maybe too hot. Maybe, I don't know. There's always something. Maybe just bad seeds. You never know. Some make it, some don't. Just gotta go with the flow. Alright, well, that's another update. We'll call it the 8-week update. It's almost 9 weeks, really. So Sunday will be 9 weeks. So I'll call it the 8-week, and then try to do another one. I don't know if I'll do it every week, but maybe every other week. I might be heading back offshore pretty soon, so I'll make another video when I can. But that's the overall of the garden here. And everything's looking pretty good so far. So we'll keep y'all updated. Y'all stay safe, get back to work, man, and have fun at it. And I'll catch y'all later. Be dedicated guard out. Till next time.